And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Brook Lopez.
I'm not surprised that his block averages have fallen off the past few seasons. He's at that point of his career where it's tough to meet the physical demands of this game.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's DiVincenzo in at the one spot. And for the Clippers, Leonard and Jones slot in at the small and power forward. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Darius Garland. And it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this grade, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Now, here's Leonard. Garland kicks to Leonard. There's the triple. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
This team relies on that shot from Kawhi.
It's Edwards on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Off target from the wing. Jones finds Lopez. Now Leonard. DiVincenzo with the rebound. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Guys?
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Randle with the ball, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Randle is doubled. McDaniels outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Randle.
And this is something McDaniels continues to work on. Good to see him cash in off the catch.
Lopez outside. Pass to Garland. And here's Leonard. His last outing, he had 24 points. The three. Gobert pulls it in. The Timberwolves trail. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Randle, a screen on Mathurin. Edwards drives in, and Edwards with the stuff.
A spectacular finish from Edwards. Once he started driving, he did not hold back.
So Coach Van Gundy, after 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards, his last coming in 2024, do you think Rudy Gobert has a chance at another?
Well, look, Kevin, I think Rudy continues to play at just as high a level defensively. But now as the game has changed, I think we're starting to reward guys with those awards who can not only protect the rim and make it tough on teams, but can go out on the perimeter and guard multiple positions. So I think it'll be tough for him to get a fifth.
Now here's Edwards. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Gobert, the pass to Randle. Pass to DiVincenzo. McDaniels kicks to DiVincenzo. From past the arc. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Outside, Jones. The three from Garland. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Garland feels comfortable from just about anywhere beyond the arc, including that short corner.
Randle outside. Randle is doubled. Edwards against Leonard. Picked by Randle. McDaniels. A three-pointer, no good. The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against the Lakers in L.A.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
Yeah, they needed some extra time to get it done, but at the end of the day, a win's a win.
Here's DiVincenzo. Darius Garland picking up that last basket. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. Down low. Got a piece of it. McDaniels finds Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And now a good time to look at our power rankings through the last part of winter. Taking a look at Denver. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
You know, right now for the Timberwolves, they're playing consistent basketball right now. Just what a team wants to do at this stage of the season. You want to go into the postseason knowing who you are and what you're capable of.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Randle is doubled. Here's DiVincenzo. Still without a basket. McDaniels against Leonard. Launches a three. Minnesota with the rebound. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Well, when you can turn defense into offense like that, it certainly makes the game a lot easier.
And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
That's just an excellent save by Gobert, grabbing that rebound and getting his team a second opportunity.
Bounce pass from Garland. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Jones against Randall. Leonard with the steal. Jones, no one around him. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnover.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Garland feeling it out a little bit. On the wing, Mathurin. Edwards defending. Mathurin, good.
Cutting move there by Mathurin, helping him shake off the defense.
Now DiVincenzo. Still yet to score. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Mathurin. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, the ball runs through Edwards, and more often than not, he'll make good on it.
Pass to Garland. And Leonard has it in the corner. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And good depth for the Timberwolves. It can be challenging sometimes, Stan, choosing who plays and who sits.
Well, Kevin, that's the kind of problem you want as a coach. But they've traded away a lot of draft capital to assemble this roster. Now it's about paying them to keep them together.
A shot by McDaniels, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. And Leonard makes it look easy. Incredible at getting inside and just finishing with physicality.
Now here's Randall. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers. A shot, no good. Excellent D that time from Jones. Outside Leonard. Fires from deep. On the basket by Jones. And it's a 10-point Clipper lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards.
Nice answer by DiVincenzo. And this is the league right now. Quickly exchanging threes.
Timeout.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. With the season winding down, GA, what's key for a long playoff run, do you think?
Kevin, one thing is health, right? When you look back at past NBA champions, lots of times it's the teams that were able to survive the year without any major injuries.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Lopez. Sanders comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Miller's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And it's done in for Garland. Timberwolves also changing it up. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Dosunmu in for Dante DiVincenzo. Sanders' shot is off.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Edwards against Dunn. Stolen by Jackson. Miller right side. Driving inside. And Miller throws it down hard.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
McDaniels outside. 5 on the clock. And finished off by McDaniels.
An aggressive move by McDaniels. A guy who keeps growing his game.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They lead by 7. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
A bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Well, when it's all said and done, their offense just wasn't enough. They needed more on that end.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Jones, and it's Garland in for Sanders. Here's Garland. Randall grabs the board. Timberwolves trail by 7. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Back to you guys.
Yep, a star on the rise. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Now here's Jackson. Following the miss by Julius Randle. Jackson passes to Dunn. Jackson a screen on Edwards. Here's Garland. Lets it go from deep. It doesn't go for him. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Reed. Off target with the close range fadeaway.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Garland, no good.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Floats one up. Shot's good by Miller.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Now here's Edwards. With 2 seconds left, and Edwards slams it in.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of it.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, bringing the quarter to a close with a And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Well, their defense was incredible. Wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
We've got Chris Dunn. Miller is out there with Jackson. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Conan Niederhauser in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Listen, when he entered the league, DiVincenzo was not a great three-point shooter, but he certainly worked himself into it.
Garland kicks to Miller. Back to Garland. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And the wide open shot from Reed. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Clippers leading by 7. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. On the wing, Jackson. Guarded by Reed. The Clippers need to get off a shot. They grab their own miss. So the wing on the left. DiVincenzo against Garland. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Reed with a screen on Dunn. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Dosunmu. Pass to Conan Niederhauser. Now, here's Garland to the inside. Clippers moving the ball around. And it's Dunn in the corner. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Dosunmu with it. 8 points his last outing. Takes it off the glass.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Los Angeles leading by 8. Jackson setting the pick here for Garland. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DiVincenzo. He's been having a nice year, getting around 12 points a game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
A nice shot by Anderson.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've led by as much as 10. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. And here we can check out the story for Anthony Edwards.
And guys, how about the surge of... offense he's experiencing right now. These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
A 3 from Leonard. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Leonard's got 10.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Reed with the screen on Dunn. Leonard against Reed. Poked away and stolen by Leonard. To the middle. They swipe it. Anderson against Leonard. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Dosunmu. Drops in the layup for 2. He has 6.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in LA, they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
And Garland comes to help. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Reed with the screen on Leonard. It's Anderson with the drive. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Takes a 3. The rebound by Dosunmu. Timberwolves trail by 7. Pass to DiVincenzo. Reed against Leonard. And stolen by Dunn. Out left to the wing. Here's Garland. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Garland's got 8 points in the quarter.
Gritty bucket. Garland knows he's going to take contact, but does not back down.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Mathurin. He's checked in for Chris Dunn. Minnesota making a switch here. Timberwolves trail by 9. Edwards passes to Dosunmu. Reed kicks to Edwards. Reed with a screen for Edwards. Off target with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Lined up there for Mathurin. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And this is one of the things that makes Mathurin so exciting to watch, that ability to finish on alley-oops.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You look at Minnesota. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And, of course, the Clippers. They're at the 10th position.
And you know, for Los Angeles, this season has been much more of a grind for them than anyone expected. They've only been a shadow of the team that was so dominant a year ago.
Yeah, honestly, guys, we expected a lot more from them. They've had a lot of things go wrong this year.
Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a number 1 pick. Sometimes they fall flat, but that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
Look, you want to put your guys in a position to succeed. McDaniels is more comfortable operating off the catch than he is initiating.
Outside Garland. Kicks it out to Leonard. Clock at 4. Shoots over McDaniel. Los Angeles with another miss.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Reed with a screen on Garland. Edwards with the powerful flush.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Over in the corner, Mathurin. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard with the bucket.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
And here's Edwards. 14 points for him. Reed with a screen on Mathurin. Goes through, finds Reed.
Terrific screen. They ask Reed to do a lot of the little things like that, and he does them all well.
Now, here's Garland. Defended by Dosunmu. McDaniels against Leonard. Leonard dunks it down with force.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Gobert with a screen on Garland. Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Well, you can tell this team looks to Anthony Edwards to set the tone on the floor. His intensity becomes their intensity. And let me tell you, his intensity is always high.
Crosses over. Rebound by the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that will be the third of 5 straight played at home. Mathurin, good. And it's 8 points here for Benedict Mathurin.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
Reed with a screen on Mathurin. Over in the corner, Edwards. Overdone. Here's Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Brook Lopez.
Yeah, when Gobert gets deep positioning like that, sometimes you're better off just sending him to the line.
Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. Stan, we know Brook Lopez is revered as a teammate for his contributions both on and off the floor.
Well, Kevin, I think that teammates very quickly kick up on guys who are unselfish both on and off the floor and care more about the team, the group, the community than their own accomplishments, and that becomes immediately obvious with Brook Lopez.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Leonard with the bucket.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
McDaniels outside. Randle outside. Inside, Gobert. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, it's exactly what Gobert wants offensively. He wants to attack at the closest range possible.
Now, here's Dunn. Not a lot of room. Lopez, no luck. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here is Edwards. 16 points for him. Randle outside. Randle is doubled. McDaniels passes to Dosunmu. Randle with a screen for McDaniels. The long distance 3 is buried. McDaniels got 6 in the quarter.
Well, that's his third three-pointer in this game, and 2 of those came in the second, so he might be heating up.
Lopez against Gobert. Lopez outside. Back to Leonard. Takes the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Randle a screen on Dunn. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Clippers. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Now let's check in with that. Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime, and we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Happy on the eastern side, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No surprise to see Giannis take home the award. It's almost a surprise when he doesn't win it. Very impressive.
And moving on to the Timberwolves now. They're in the midst of a close game.
They look great on offense. The ball is flying around. Guys are getting open.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
So on the floor for Minnesota, up at the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randle. Bones Hyland is out there with Edwards, and it's Reed in at the 5 spot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Timberwolves shoot their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And Stan, the head coach, Chris Finch, bringing a culture of accountability to this Timberwolves team.
Yeah, Chris Finch challenges every player, Kevin, top to bottom. No sugarcoating Coach Finch's message, but at the same time, getting that buy-in that a coach has to have.
And that one. Off the back of the rim and in. Atheron's got 10.
And when Mathurin takes it inside, good things happen. Then a physical guard who can use that athleticism.
Fires to the hoop. Highland's shot is good.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And it's Bones Highland with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And here's Garland for three. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Highland deciding where to go with it. Reed with a screen on Garland. Highland passes to Reed, and Reed throws it down.
Well, that's what teamwork is all about. Reed sets a selfless screen and ends up getting himself open.
Pass to Garland. Lopez sets a screen for Garland. Misses the three.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Picked by Reed. Edwards against Mathurin. Good on the bucket. Edwards got the lead up to 3 now for Minnesota.
Where doesn't Edwards score from? Even in the mid-range, he makes shots.
Back to Garland. Another miss by Garland.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And the call will go against Benedict Mathurin. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Mathurin against Edwards.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
Misses the fadeaway jumper. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Outside Leonard.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Reed kicks to McDaniel. Randall a screen on Jones. 6 to shoot. McDaniels passes to Randall. It's rebounded by Leonard.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
And here's Garland for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. McDaniels got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Jones kicks to Leonard. They need this one. Rebound, Minnesota. McDaniels got his 6th rebound on the night. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce, courtside. Allie.
Hey, thanks a lot. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said, he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard and he comes in ready for work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Kevin, back to you.
Haslam bought in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Reed the Baston. And here's Randall. Back to Highland. Here's McDaniels. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Clippers trail by 3. Mathurin passes to Jones. Mathurin with a screen for Jones. And here's Leonard from 3. Randall grabs the board.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to Highland. Back to Randall. It's stolen by Jones. Mathurin passes to Leonard. And McDaniels with the block.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
Now Randall, 14 feet away, and it's good. 2 points.
Few guys take as many mid-range jumpers as Randall, the lefty. Very confident from this area.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Timberwolves also changing it up. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Dosunmu comes in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. A three from Leonard. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
And in terms of efficiency, Greg, very little has changed with Kawhi Leonard.
In multiple years, he's been close to making the 50-40, 90-12. A high-usage player who gets to his spots and also takes great care of the ball.
And you see that extra gear with Mathurin. Gets him to the rim in a blink.
Minnesota leading by 3. Now Randall. Pass to DiVincenzo. Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. Randall is doubled. The wide open look here for Highland. No good on the triple. It's Garland with the ball for Los Angeles. Mathurin against DiVincenzo. Kawhi drills the three-pointer.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his 1st in the second half.
Minnesota's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Randall passes to Dosunmu. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Leonard dishes to Garland. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Again, Los Angeles.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And, of course, free throws always so important. Here are the leaders. The 4th spot held by Kawhi Leonard.
I mean, he's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Miller comes in for Derek Jones. And it's done in for Benedict Mathurin.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Randall. And it's Edwards in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Jackson setting the pick here for Leonard. No good on the 3. Minnesota's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Outside, Reed. Pass to Highland. Now Edwards. Anderson with the screen for Edwards. Edwards cashing in from outside.
Well, it might not be fair, but most nights we expect Edwards to put up big scoring numbers. That's what you ask of your stars.
Outside Leonard. Jackson down low, working on Anderson. Dunn outside. And here's Leonard from 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 6 rebounds in the game. Highland with it. He's got 6. Outside Edwards. Over Leonard. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Here's Dunn, and he banks in the layup. Dunn's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Reed has it in the corner. There's the 3. Miller grabs the miss. The Clippers shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Fades back. The rebound by Edwards. Edwards got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the foul on Isaiah Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Sanders checked in for Los Angeles.
Now, into the lineup for you.
1:19 left in the third quarter of the game. Down against Highland. Clock at 6. There's the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Domantas Sabonis and the Sacramento Kings.
And this is a perfect situation for them coming up. They'll be facing a lot of teams that they should beat, and those games will be at home. Can't ask for a better stretch of the schedule.
58 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Sanders. Jackson setting the pick here for Sanders. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Highland against Dunn. Now here's Edwards. Defense is right there.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Stolen by Highland. Pass to Anderson. That's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Conan Niederhauser. Dunn looking over the floor. Here's Jackson. Knocked away. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Timberwolves lead by 1. And time for the short break, and stay right where... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That's pretty.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Miller. Dunn is out there with Darius Garland. And there's Jackson, and it's Conan Niederhauser in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Anderson passes to Highland. Drills the three-pointer. Highland's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, Anderson is a funky type of wing. He's a righty who would rather go left, and he's normally thinking pass first.
There's Garland. Count it. Garland's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Garland against Highland. Pass to Edwards. Back to Highland. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards.
3 point.
Edwards got 3 assists now in this one. Jackson a screen on Edwards. There's Garland. And it's out of bounds. They say that. Touched by Jackson. Los Angeles making a switch here. Sanders is checked in, and a change for the Timberwolves. Gobert's checked in. Over in the corner, Edwards. Back to Highland. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Isaiah Jackson. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And, you know, another thing that's really been working for them tonight is the mid-range. That they're having no problem finding shots in that area.
And it's Bones Highland with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Leonard, he's checked in for Sanders.
Now into the lineup for Los Angeles.
Miller, the pass to Dunn. Sweet move. Garland, no good.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Edwards against Garland. The shot from 20 feet away. Kept alive. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Dunn. And it's Bones Highland with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Minnesota making a switch. DiVincenzo's checked in.
Minnesota substitution. Number 0. Dante DiVincenzo.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Just 5 on the clock. Leonard kicks to Garland. Lets it go. And the foul on Isaiah Jackson. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
First team foul.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Now here's Leonard. Inside. Done. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
Third team foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for 2. Chris Dunn.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Here's Highland. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on the comeback.
Always good seeing a guard like Garland score inside.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Pass to DiVincenzo. Anderson with the screen for DiVincenzo. And Anderson gets it to go. Anderson's got the lead back up to 6 now for Minnesota.
Well, as a scorer, that's where Anderson likes to operate. He has a lot of tricks in there.
Now, here's Garland. Jackson a screen on Highland. Garland attacking down low. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Highland. Pass to DiVincenzo. Good on the triple. And now it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
Excellent possession there. If you set up DiVincenzo, it usually leads to points.
And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
At the line for 1.
And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and time. Really helped make an impact on that end.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Mathurin's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. McDaniels checked in.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game. Doing the dirty work down low.
And it's Highland in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. Here's the 3. The shot by McDaniels, no good. Clippers trail by 9 to the inside. Here's Leonard. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
McDaniels, a screen on Miller. Here's Anderson. Plays it up and banks it in. Anderson's got the lead up to 11 now for Minnesota.
Well, his nickname might be Slow-Mo, but there was nothing slow about Anderson on that drive.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team, and it was a frustrated huddle. Coaches and players were angry about the turnovers, players trying to hold each other accountable. They're fed up with sloppy play. Let's see how they respond. Guys?
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. McDaniels finds Edwards. Back to McDaniel. Anderson with the screen for McDaniel. To the middle. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by McDaniel. 8 points for Kyle Anderson. And so Garland will bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 13-point game. Outside Leonard. Jones with the screen on Edwards. Edwards against Garland. Miller outside. Los Angeles with another miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Anderson. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard the pass to Mathurin. And they get it. Gobert with the block.
Stellar defense. Gobert will have them thinking twice about bringing it inside again.
Mathurin against Edwards. Edwards fights through for two.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Garland, no good.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Leonard. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Anderson's shot is off. Clippers trail by 18. Jones in the post, defended by DiVincenzo. Here's Mathurin, and the layup falls.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Edwards against Mathurin. Edwards inside, cleared away by Jones. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Now Leonard. And rejection by McDaniels.
A swat from McDaniels with a near 7-foot wingspan. He can cover a lot of ground.
Edwards. And the first one drops.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Miller. It's Garland with the ball for the Clippers. They trail by 18. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Timberwolves leading by 18. Ingles with a screen on Garland. And the basket by Ingles. Ingles has got his first points of the night.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And he commits the intentional foul. GA in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And on the season, this is going to be their third win in 4 games against this team.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Anthony Edwards.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Jones against Ingles. Pass to Shannon, and the call will go against Benedict Mathurin. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Here's Shannon, defended by Mathurin. 6 to shoot. Over in the corner, Conley. From outside, off the mark. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101. But boy, is it working.
Lopez with the steal. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer grab. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Outside Podziemski. Outside Moody. This one for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Pass to Randall. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
And still one of the nastiest defenders in this league. Green protecting the house.
Green with a screen on McDaniels. Moody with it. Down guarded by McDaniels. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. It's rebounded by Golden State. McDaniels with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Uses the glass on the layup.
It's always fun when you can get ahead of the play like McDaniels did there to finish off the break.
Outside Porzingis. To the inside. And that one's good. Green.
Inside, Green can be very aggressive and physical, allowing him to do work scoring the ball.
Now DiVincenzo. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. And it's going to be a 3-second call. So a moment now to see the story for Anthony Edwards.
Over his 10-game stretch, he's taken on a bigger role in this offense. His usage rate has gone up, and he's accepted this additional responsibility seamlessly.
Curry against DiVincenzo. Curry passes to Porzingis. Back to Curry. And he converts the layup.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court. Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
Nails it from 3. Curry's got 5 now.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Green against Randall. Over Green. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Here in March, things are heating up. Let's check out the teams in the West. Taking a look at Minnesota. Now in second. They look to be in terrific shape moving forward. And checking out the Warriors, they're in the 8th spot.
Well, I think for Golden State, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
For 3, Randall. Hauled in by Curry. Now the Warriors with it. They've got a 13-2 run going. Moody from outside. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Timberwolves trail by 11. It's McDaniels on the wing. He's covered by Curry. Here's Randall. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
Terrific body control by Randall. An and one machine.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Outside Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Second chance shot, and it's good on the lay-in.
The endless reach of Gobert, those long arms, sometimes seems like he's everywhere. An overwhelming presence on the offensive glass.
Back to Curry. Five on the clock. Launches a three, and the Warriors with another three.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Pass to McDaniels. The three is up. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
McDaniels with the big answer.
The Warriors lead by 10. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Back to you.
Allie, thank you. Now here's DiVincenzo. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Curry, that's good.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Outside Edwards. Porzingis grabs the board.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Pass to Curry. Outside Porzingis. And here is Green. Checked by Randall. There's the triple. That's good from Curry on the assist by Green. Curry's got 16 points.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively. As a result.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Here for the Warriors. Al Horford's checked in for Green. And it's Melton in for Moody. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. The Sumu comes in for DiVincenzo. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Looking at the 2K leaderboard. Now that we're into the second half of the season, these are the teams that have been grabbing steals and converting on the other end. The Warriors, number 1.
Back half of the year, they've been much more aggressive in creating turnovers, and their offense has really benefited.
Santos is checked in for the Warriors. Spencer comes in for Kajemski. Curry's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 17. And the Wolves still seeking their first title, Clark.
Yep, the Lakers won 5 championships when they played in Minneapolis, VA, way in the day. The Timberwolves joined the league in 1989, and they're still trying to bring another basketball title to the city.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the Connected Cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Pass to Edwards. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Well, that was a bomb from Edwards, showing off that deep range.
Curry drives in. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
Timberwolves trail by 14. And here's Edwards. Last game, he had 28 points. Reed sets a screen. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
To the middle. Santos good.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance. Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Dosunmu, the pass to Edwards. And slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That's on Al Horford.
Anthony Edwards plays with a lot of strength, boy. That allows him to power right through contact.
And the Warriors making a change here. Payton's checked in. Here's Spencer. Yet to see a basket. Horford, left side. Pass to Spencer. Takes a 3. Reed with the rebound. And so it's Reed with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 13. Outside for Randall. Puts up a 3. Horford pulls it in.
He's going through a bit of adversity right now. They really need him to pick it up, though.
Melton up top. Pass to Spencer. Screen by Horford. The 3 ball. That shot missing. Timberwolves trail by 13. Randall, the pass to McDaniels. Randall outside. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
Every night, Randall draws a ton of contact, and he dishes it out, too.
From deep, Melton. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. The Timberwolves shooting about 47% during this first quarter. Pass to Dosunmu. Reed to screen on Payton. Dosunmu, the pass to Reed. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule.
Al Horford has demonstrated great leadership both on and off the floor throughout his career. A seasoned veteran, you love having him on your team.
Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Payton. 52 seconds left in the first. Here's Porzingis. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on. Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Highland, he's checked in for Minnesota.
What impresses me most about Porzingis is how versatile he is. I love that about a big man who does a little bit of everything.
Pass to Randall. Outside, Highland. Now here's Reed. Fires the 3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
This is a big part of Reed's value. I mean, he's proficient from deep, and he's got a quick trigger, too.
17 seconds left in the first. Outside Porzingis. Pass to Spencer. Horford for three. Can't hit that one. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. We'll be right back with you shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Boy, for the Warriors, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
We've got DeAnthony Melton, Al Horford out there with Kristaps Porzingis, and it's Spencer in at point guard. That's the Warriors 5. Here's Highland, kicks it out to Anderson. For three, Randall. Porzingis grabs the board. The Warriors lead by 12. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And this is his second attempt at the line tonight.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
And with most NBA defenses bringing help from that weak side corner, that opens up offenses for the weak side crash, Clark.
Yep, if I was still playing BA, I would make way on that offensive glass board, wreaking havoc on the boards. Extra opportunities are plenty the way the game is played now.
Highland with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. A slam dunk by Reed.
Once Reed saw he had room, he went right up with authority.
Golden State has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Melton outside. Porzingis sets a screen. There's the three. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got his 5th rebound in this one. Stolen by Melton. Down low. And that one's good. Spencer's got his first points of the game.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Highland driving to the basket. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Here's Melton. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. And the Warriors lead by 15. And so it's Highland who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. Right-side Reed takes the three. The Warriors pull it in. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
Yeah, they made a lot of plays, and they were in it until the end. Just couldn't do enough to get the win.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
Pass to Porzingis. Stolen by Reed. Inside. A slam dunk by Reed.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Let's bring up a leaderboard. Shooting guards leading the way in steals over the past 10 games. 5th is DeAnthony Melton.
And those steals haven't come just by accident. They've gotten them through the effort they're willing to expend on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, the most active hands in the league, I think, belong to those fellas right there. I mean, that is one pesky bunch of pickpockets.
Pass to Santos. Shot clock at 6. Here's Spencer. Knocks down the triple. Spencer's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
McDaniels finds Reed. Horford pulls it in. The Warriors lead by 16. And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
Stephen Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. Stolen by Reed. Here's Dosunmu. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Curry. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
As a defender, it's got to be a futile feeling when Curry's in the zone like this.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota. Highland with it. 17 points in his last outing. Crafty move for 3. Edwards, no good. The Warriors lead by 18. Now Curry. Porzingis finds Curry. Back to Porzingis. And a miss there on the triple. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Allie. From deep, Melton. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now here's Highland. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Melton attacking. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Jaden McDaniels picks one up. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Spencer. And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. BA, they're tough.
Soft defense in that mid-range area, but they got away with it this time.
It's stolen by Highland. McDaniels with it, now guarded by Moody. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Moses Moody.
Boy, at 6'4", 225 pounds of twisted cable wire, Edwards is built like a linebacker.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Podziemski's checked in. As we hit the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, what's the focus for teams outside of the playoff picture?
You know, B.A., I think it's about staying competitive and building a foundation for next season. As a team, you need to use the time you have to consistently improve.
Highland against Curry. Outside Edwards. 6 to shoot. Pass to McDaniels from behind the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Now here's Edwards, defended by Podziemski. Highland. Minnesota again missing.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
On the attack, Green. Outside Podziemski. The kick out, Curry. Back to Podziemski. And stolen by Edwards. he banks in the layup. Edwards has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Here's Porzingis. Basket counts.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And here's McDaniels. 5 points in the game. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Yeah, protecting the rim. Porzingis, one of the best in the league at that.
Al Horford's checked in for Porzingis. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Gobert's checked in. 3 on the clock. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
First in three-point field goal percentage, second in field goal percentage, and they're top 5 in preventing points. They have a number of guys who can defend multiple positions, and they work well together as a unit.
And in today's NBA, it's all about the three-point shot, right? And these guys shoot it at such a phenomenal clip. Tops in the league, in fact. Their ability to space the floor is exceptional. Outside Curry, three-pointer, gets the 3-ball to go. Curry's got 26 points.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Outside Edwards. Warriors with the rebound.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Here's Curry. And that